It's time for GMA3. Massive inferno, crews working around the clock to put out the fire at a giant warehouse in Southern California, burning for almost a week now and sending smoke across the region, the warning for residents. Celebrating the life and legacy of one of the greats, music titan Clive Davis, the tributes for the visionary. Behind so many superstars, from Barry Manilow to Whitney Houston. And we're so in love with Olivia Rodrigo, one-on-one with Diane Sawyer.
We might make that happen for you, Diane. Can't give too much away.
On her all-star, all-women music festival and her third #1 album.
What is the best thing anyone ever said about getting over heartbreak?
Oh, you'll want to hear the answer. It's time for GMA3. Can't wait for that. Welcome to a very Latino edition of GMA3. I'm Gio Benitez.
I was wondering if you were going to address the last names of the folks here. We're doing it on this Summer Tuesday. I'm Stephanie Ramos here with Leslie Lopez.
We're glad you're here. Now, coming up on the new study, we gotta talk about something really interesting. And yes, we have to talk about depression and LSD. Have you heard? Dr. Darian Sutton is here to break down the surprising results.
Yeah, it really is. And more of Tori Johnson's Big Deal Week, her own week-long deals event. She's featuring small businesses and free shipping on everything. And these deals are so good, you won't need to look anywhere else, really.
That's right. All right. But we do begin here with the smoke that's happening all across Los Angeles. This is a smoke warning and major warehouse fire burning for almost a week now. Melissa Adan has the latest now from California. Melissa, this is very serious. We see you with the masks there.
Yeah, hey Gio, look, the air quality here is at unhealthy levels. This is what people are experiencing and they're struggling with it. And I want to show you there is a massive fire response that's been going around the clock. These firefighters are dousing this massive warehouse. It is 500,000 square feet. They're dousing it at every angle because it continues to smolder. It's been nearly a week, but you can see this really big fire response because fire officials tell us it could take days to knock it out and it'll be weeks of cleanup. Now, 85 million pounds of food is housed inside this cold storage facility. It is now rotting as all of this has been smoking. LA officials handing out masks, air purifiers to people as this smoke and poor air quality has fanned all across Southern California. Now, the cause of this fire remains under investigation, but officials tell us that the fire got started on the roof. On the roof there, that's where the owners of this warehouse tell us they have their solar panels, and they believe that their contractors who were actually testing out their solar panels last Wednesday afternoon, the owners right now believe that's when the fire ignited. Now, the cause, of course, remains under investigation. Guys.
Wow. An incredible scene there. Melissa, thank you so much, and please stay safe, you and your team. Now to Clive Davis. The music industry powerhouse has died at the age of 94, leaving behind an incredible legacy. Over his decades in the business, he shepherded the careers of some of the biggest stars in the world. And Deborah Roberts is here with more on Davis. And Deborah, he really made such a lasting impact on the industry.
Such a visionary,
yes.
Stephanie, such a visionary. He was the genius behind the soundtracks of our lives. You may remember the man who helped a litany of artists not only make records, but break records too. For more than 6 decades, Clive Davis brought his magic to the music world, making dreams happen and stars soar. And for him, it was the greatest love of all. He was said to have golden ears for true talent. And Clive Davis knew it when he heard it. His music instincts kicking in back in the 60s with Janis Joplin. So many more would follow. Davis bringing stardom to Aretha Franklin and Bruce Springsteen.
Well, he was blinded by light.
But it was a 19-year-old Whitney Houston who would help make Clive Davis a household name. After hearing her voice in a New York City club, he took her to the Merv Griffin show.
You either got it or you don't have it. She's got it.
She got it.
Guiding her to superstardom. An unlikely kingmaker, Davis began his career as a lawyer at Columbia Records in 1960. His hit-making instincts making him president of the label. In 1974, he began his own Arista Records, where he led artist after artist to stardom. Davis would make music magic with Barry Manilow for 50 years.
This is Clive's genius. Why would he hear this simple little demo and think that, that's going to be a hit song? I don't.
Over the years, Davis brought his golden touch to countless new artists, appearing on GMA in 2001 with a young Alicia Keys.
When you see the word spread through the country and that it's media helps, but it's that word of mouth that a major all-time star is upon us. It's the most exhilarating feeling.
Overnight, friend and CEO of the Recording Academy, Harvey Mason Jr.
He held people to such a high standard, but it was done with love, and it was done with passion, and just an appetite and addiction to making things that were special.
In a statement, the Davis family writing, they celebrate not only a towering figure whose influence changed music forever, but the man who led our family with grace, generosity, and kindness.
This gift of music that I never expected to be part of my life became my passion. I'm blessed and truly so gratified.
His passion indeed. Clive Davis said he could feel a powerful musical moment in his bones. He ushered so many to greatness, and along the way even won 5 Grammy Awards himself for producing guys and for his impact on the industry. So this man had his hands all over it up until the very end, in his 90s,
Yes.
still working and still pushing.
What an impact, what a
an impact.
legacy.
Yeah.
Deborah, thank you so
very
much.
Clearly.
All right, now to the NBA, and fans, they're still riding high from the excitement there from the Knicks championship, set for another big event, and it's tonight's draft. Leslie, you have the details on this.
Oh my gosh, I mean, it is a big night. It should be quite a night in Brooklyn as the league holds its annual offseason marquee event. And unlike previous drafts, when players like Victor Wembanyama and Cooper Flagg were the consensus top choices, there is no slam dunk #1 pick this year. Now, most mock drafts have the Washington Wizards taking BYU forward AJ Dembonsa with the top pick. Now, although cases can be made for guard Darren Peterson out of Kansas and Duke sensation Cameron Boozer, that's also the son of former NBA All-Star Carlos Boozer. Now, either way, they are expected to be the top 3 choices tonight in Washington. The Utah Jazz are also up. The Grizzlies are going to be up too. And this is considered just a really, really talented draft. They're deep in the talent right now. So, I mean, 3 top picks. That's pretty remarkable.
It really is. And overnight, we saw that big trade, a superstar on the move.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, the drama surrounding the future of Giannis Antetokounmpo finally appears to be over. Now, he's headed into the Miami Heat. It's a huge deal. It involves several players. And Giannis has been open about his displeasure with the direction of Milwaukee franchise and his desire to be traded. Now, the Boston Celtics were also reportedly finalists to land him. And you can bet that it is just the beginning of what should be a really wonderful and eventful night tonight. A lot of people will be tuning in. Fans from the NBA, I'll be there tonight. Very excited.
Oh, you're going to be there.
I'm going to be there. So yeah, we'll get to talk to some of the players and just get the feel for what their life is going to be like now. I mean, life-changing event tonight.
Yeah,
Truly.
about to change.
We will see you there. You can watch the NBA draft right here on ABC and ESPN starting at 8 Eastern tonight. Tomorrow's second round will be on ESPN at 8.
And coming up, the new study on treating severe depression with LSD and the surprising results. Dr. Darian Sutton is here to break it down for us.
We are back now with the GMA Health Alert on a drug best known from the psychedelic 60s, LSD. A new study is giving it a second look as a treatment for severe depression. And our medical correspondent, Dr. Darian Sutton, is here with those details. Dr. Sutton, great to have you on the couch here.
Great to see you all.
I have not really heard of LSD in so many years, but it is back. What did the study find?
Well, a big picture here. I want to first actually start with framing this appropriately. This is data by press release, but the data in this is important nonetheless. And the big picture here is that scientists were able to use LSD that was formed in a lab and testing its effects on depression. And they found that a significant amount of people saw large reductions in the severity of their depression. Now, this data comes from Definium Technologies. It's a biotech firm. And essentially what they did was that they gave formulated forms of LSD to patients and they compared the outcomes to a placebo. Now, important side note here, usually you don't want your participants to know in a study what they're getting. If you got LSD, you probably know you got LSD. They're working on making sure that they can control that in future studies, but nonetheless, they found there are true signs. They found that there was a 5 times more likely to see significant reductions in their depression. Now, that's not the highlight here. What is the highlight is that these results came after 1 dosage. When you think about comparing them to typical antidepressants, which are daily dosing, and the response was actually quite rapid. The majority of the effect was witnessed in the first week of treatment. Typically, antidepressants take weeks before you can feel that effect. So there's huge potential here, but larger studies, long-term studies are definitely the next step before we start to see possibility with FDA approval.
Well, and because there's no FDA approval, obviously, it's going to take a while for this to be available even as an option. So what do people do right now if they're dealing with depression right now? Well, what can they do?
I think number one, understanding that therapy is the first-line treatment for depression, and that can come in more than one form: talk therapy, psychotherapy, but that might not be available for everyone. And something I remind patients about is that there's many different types of antidepressants and many different classes. You should not let one person's experience or a viral piece of content deter you from seeking out help, because 70 to 90% of people respond well to treatment when they're getting treated appropriately for depression. And again, making sure that you're asking for help is the first important step.
Now, some people might be watching and thinking, well, do I actually have depression? Is this what I'm dealing with, or am I just sad, or is there something in my life that's just taking shape right now that I can get through? Yeah. What is your recommendation for those people?
I always want to remind patients that depression is a true diagnosis. And the reason why we call it a diagnosis is because it requires an intervention beyond a person's control to get help. If you're noticing that your symptoms include a lack of joy with things you once enjoyed, sleep disturbances, appetite changes, even unexplained physical pain, if you're having those symptoms every day for 2 or more weeks, that qualifies for a diagnosis of depression. That's when you should reach out to your primary provider. Remember that the Lifeline 988 is also there for emergencies and to help you find resources.
Dr. Darian Sutton, thank you so much. Really, really good advice. Appreciate it. All right, coming up here on GMA3, Toy Story 5 is #1 at the box office. No surprise. And it's also #1 for the franchise. It is celebrating another #1 milestone. We're going to tell you about it when we come back.
That was great. All right, back now with Pop News, and Hannah Battaglia with us.
Hi, it's great to share the couch with you. Yeah, good afternoon to you as well. Now, it's normally not nice to say I told you so, but Taylor Swift certainly can say I knew it when it comes to her new single for Toy Story 5. Her song I Knew It, I Knew You has just notched its 2nd week in the #1 spot on Billboard's Hot 100. And we might as well get some foam fingers out, because #1 is the only stat this movie knows so far. Not only is it the #1 movie at the box office and the #1 in ticket sales for the franchise, but the audience rating for the movie is sitting at a stunning 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. You can stream Taylor's single everywhere now, and Toy Story 5 is in theaters nationwide.
It's truly the perfect song for Jessie. It really is. And the movie.
Right, and thank goodness it dropped just in time for summer.
I know. My little one was dancing in the theater. I almost got it on camera. I was like, so close. And then she stopped.
Put that flashlight on, even though you're in the theater. Document the moment.
And let's stick with some movie news. How about we? Timothée Chalamet has revealed his next big project in the works, and it's a first for his career. He's teaming up with Selena Gomez for a new animated movie called Not Alone. This marks the first time Chalamet will ever act in an animated movie. He is set to play Joe, an introverted rocket mechanic, while Gomez plays a brilliant astrobotanist named Fran. And while they develop a new rocket technology, 3 tiny aliens take up residence in the ship that they hope can take them back to their home planet. The movie will also star Brett Goldstein, Allison Janney, and Lamorne Morris. Not Alone is set to hit theaters in April 2027. In the meantime, Timothy is gearing up for Dune 3 to hit theaters this December. And Selena is still hard at work in the UK, filming season 6 of Only Murders in the Building.
Both of them are unstoppable.
And probably busy as ever.
Right. But he had some time to celebrate the Knicks. Just squeeze that in there.
Naturally, true New Yorker there. Now we are counting down to season 35 of Dancing with the Stars, and one of the show's judges, mirrorball champion Derek Huff, is opening up to The Hollywood Reporter about what fans can expect after season 34 set huge viewing and voting records for the 21-time Emmy-winning series. Huff revealing that based on the cast he knows joining the ballroom, it's going to be a great season because the celebrities have the perfect dynamic of wanting to compete and embracing the experience. And that includes Sierra Miller from Summer House, Love Island and Traitors alum Maura Higgins, Savannah Bananas star Jackson Olsen, and Jimmy Kimmel's right-hand man, Guillermo Rodriguez. Dancing with the Stars will premiere this fall on ABC and Disney Plus, and will also stream the next day on Hulu, and we'll have the exclusive Dancing with the Stars full cast reveal right here on GMA September 2nd. I can't wait.
I know.
Always fun.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely. All right, coming up on GMA3, Tori Johnson. Well, we have some big deals.
And welcome back to GMA3. Tomorrow on GMA, Colin Farrell will be right here to talk about the new season of his series Sugar. He's going to tell us about playing a character unlike anything he's done before.
And on Thursday, we'll be joined live by Patrick Dempsey. He'll talk about his passion project, the Dempsey Center, which supports people with cancer and so much more.
And on Friday, we're starting out our series. It's the GMA Game Day, visiting all 32 NFL teams as we count down to the season. We're kicking it all off with the Los Angeles Chargers, talking about their commitment to dog adoption and service dogs as well.
Really neat. And right now we are going to dive into Deals and Steals. Much more of Tori Johnson's Big Deal Week. And today she has really big savings from small businesses, and everything is free shipping. Tori, great to see you.
Let me hear like a little free shipping.
Free shipping.
Okay, now we're talking. Exactly. I mean, she's got the point. There you go. So we're starting with 8-Tracks. And these
Summer
are
sandals.
shoes that are all built on data and science, all about that.
Oh, you love this company.
I do love this company because our viewers love this company. And that's because no matter the style that you choose, you can be rest assured that you're going to walk in comfort with every single step because of their signature arch support, really designed for just not just proper alignment, but so that you feel better with each step. Helps to eliminate a lot of the common foot conditions. Huge assortment, as you see, but even more online. All 50 off plus
free shipping.
Exactly. All right. Who wants to take a seat here and feel the difference with
I'll
this
go for
cushion?
it. I'll take all the comfort.
This is not just any kind of seat cushion.
Oh.
So what do you think? You feel. Yeah, that's the reaction that I was hoping for.
Might take this everywhere I go.
Right? And that's what happens when people buy these, because it really does kind of change the feel of your chair, and it helps with both posture as well as just back pain, hip pain, because of the way that it kind of forces you to sit and that alignment. So it's a great orthopedic memory foam. And again, super simple to be able to take any chair, whether it's in the car, at your office, at home, and simply, elevate it in a big way. These are 62% off. They're $30 plus.
Free shipping.
Yes,
that's a great deal.
It is a great deal. All right, how about some pillows?
Yes.
So we've got a couple of options here. You're going for the body pillow, which is always a favorite. You pick that up, you can feel. All of the pieces from Honeydew Sleep have their proprietary fill that can be soft and squishy, but still supportive and substantial. They're never going to go flat on you. This is really great for a side sleeper. This is the travel version, as well as the home version.
There's a travel version.
Yeah,
now you're speaking my language.
That travel version, typically travel size things are so teeny that you don't get the same comfort. Their travel version actually gives you the same comfort of the full size one.
I feel like I could pack this in my bag.
Yes, exactly.
It's not super bulky.
All slashed in half plus free shipping.
Very nice.
Okay. How about then a super comfortable, portable mini massager for relief? Yeah. So right? So you got a big night ahead of you. So exactly. Here you go. You guys want to try these?
Yeah.
You could. It's the small set. You got to hold it down for a couple seconds.
Okay.
Yep. And it will start right up.
Oh, there it is.
It's super small, but you don't want to let that size fool you. That's like, it kind of reminds me of you, Steph, right? That little teeny size. Powerful.
I'm like, wait, what do you mean?
Exactly. Doesn't it feel great?
Right.
It feels good.
Oh, this is neat.
These are 54% off
Don't
plus
be
free
fooled
shipping.
by the tiny
Don't
appearance.
Be fooled. You got it.
Powerful.
Okay, what do we have here?
All right.
Skincare.
Then we've got skincare. This one here from Dr. Brandt. Big assortment. One of their newest bestsellers is their Dare to Age collection, and it's this eye cream right here. And what's great about this is most eye creams are typically for the under eye area. Dark circles, puffiness, fine lines. This can also work on droopy lids. So this is a full eye treatment, this little one right here.
And Dr. Brandt is never on sale.
This is all their best sellers right here. The exfoliator, one of my absolute favorites from this line. Everything 50 off and free shipping. Depending on your skin concern, there's likely a solution for you.
Great.
And then finally, we got a little bling bling. So I did a couple things here.
I like this.
Thank you. So the girls in the studio made me put this on. They're like, Tori, hand chains are all the rage. You got to show it off.
Oh, so pretty.
Thank you. And then I also put these two little bands around my aura ring there so that it takes like
that elevated it.
Didn't it? It takes like a plain aura ring and it gives it a little bling. And then these right here, look at this. This is like the Taylor Swift engagement ring. We've got all of the fabulous colors, at least 50 off plus free shipping.
Look at that. You can even get an engagement ring here at Deals and Steals.
Wow. A little bit of everything. Thank you so much, Tori.
Pretty.
We've partnered with these companies on these amazing products that you can get at GMAdeals.com. That QR code on the screen takes you there. And coming up here on GMA3, Diane Sawyer's one-on-one with Olivia Rodrigo as the superstar talks about her huge announcement, teaming up with an all-star, all-women lineup. That's coming up.
And we are back now with Diane Sawyer's one-on-one with Olivia Rodrigo, the singer-songwriter's new album. You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart, and Diane sat down with her to talk about her next big project. Take a look.
We're good.
So August 29?
Yes.
It is big. Tell me about the name, Daisy Chain Festival?
Yeah, Daisy Chain Fields. When I pictured this festival, I had an image in my head of girls sitting underneath a tree, like making
their
like little daisy
bracelets
chain, or like flower crowns or friendship bracelets. And so I came up with the name Daisy Chain Fields. And I also just like the idea of a daisy chain, how we can all be individual links in this chain that is like larger than the individual.
And surprisingly strong.
Surprisingly strong, yes, and beautiful. I'm so excited about the lineup. My friend Chapel Roan is going to do it, Doechii, Bikini Kill, and Kathleen Hanna is a huge hero of mine. 100% of the net proceeds of the festival go to charity, which is something
100%.
Yeah, and all of the incredible artists who are on the bill are doing it for free for charity, which is just a real testament to their hearts as well as their talent.
The star's streaming in to support organizations that help women, like the ones advocating for domestic workers, reproductive rights, and resources for infant care. She says she's picking up the flame from another festival that happened long before she was born. Back in the 1990s, Sarah McLachlan summoned powerhouse singers for an all-female concert called Lilith Fair. The doubters said no one would come. But look what happened. Lilith Fair dominated summer after summer. Icons joined forces like Sheryl Crow singing with Bonnie Raitt. Tracy Chapman was there, the Indigo Girls, and in the end, Lilith Fair raised $10 million for groups that support women.
Lilith Fair was a huge inspiration in me starting this festival, Daisy Chain Fields, and actually the first person that I called when I decided that I wanted to do this festival was Sarah McLachlan. She's a total trailblazer and an incredible artist and a friend.
Rumor has it Stevie Nicks?
Yes, Stevie Nicks is gonna come, Karen O from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
Here's my dream. This is I'm putting in my little dream, that you and Stevie Nicks are singing Landslide.
We might make that happen for you, Diane.
Oh,
we'll see.
If you do,
Can't give too much away.
But time makes you bolder.
think there's this rhetoric that girls are supposed to be competing with each other for like the top spot, or there's only this many resources for everyone. And I think it's an experience like Lilith there, and hopefully Daisy Chain, that'll show us that we're all way stronger when we come together and support one another.
Hard to believe the young woman with the supersonic career began as the tiny 8-year-old in talent competitions, nailing a Barbra Streisand song. After that, a series of iconic television triumphs. And when she was just 17, her lead single from her first album went straight to #1.
I got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about.
It happened again on her second album. And now she is the first artist in history to make it 3 in a row.
One night I was bored in bed.
Her new third album is called You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. It's filled with her signature humor and the piercing poetry about the healing of a first date and the bone crush of a breakup.
If you had 3 words to describe this album, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a great question. Hopeful. I think a lot of the album has to do with hope and sometimes the lack thereof. So I say hopeful, maybe melancholic, and introspective. Yeah, I think lots of the songs are me looking inward in a way that I don't think I had the emotional maturity to do in my last 2 albums, so I'm proud of that.
What is the best thing anyone ever said about getting over heartbreak?
Oh my gosh. It's really hard. I think in my most heartbroken moments, you can't really see the forest through the trees a little bit, and you're just like, I will never love anyone ever again. And I don't know, I remember people always telling me one day you're gonna wake up and it's just not gonna hurt anymore and you're gonna be totally fine. And I remember being like, you don't get it, you've never been this heartbroken before. And it's true, it happens. One day you wake up and you feel totally whole and totally happy without that person. And yeah, but I mean, it's a question that artists and poets have been trying to answer for a long time, so who knows?
Do you say to yourself, my generation does look at love differently?
I don't think so. I really don't think so, actually. I mean, obviously the context of love is so different these days when you have dating apps and Instagram and all of that.
Are you on dating apps?
No, no.
I was going to leap over.
I know. No shame in that game. No shame in that game. No, but so many people come up to me of varying age groups and backgrounds, and they all come up to me and they're like, I felt this exact same way when I was falling in love, or I felt this exact same way when I was 17 and I went through my first heartbreak. It just goes to show that we're so much more alike than we are different in the world.
So what's the perfect wedding song?
That's a great question. I want to hear yours, but mine is Melt With You by Modern English. I have a real vision of having the kiss and then walking back down the aisle to this song. I love that one. I also love Harvest Moon, I think would be a good one. Maybe for like a slow dance. Yeah. Yeah, the Neil Young song. I feel like that would be great. I don't know. I guess it depends on who I marry.
In September, she sets off on her concert tour. Every single date sold out in minutes. Millions of young fans counting the days until once again they get to sing along with the woman who's become the superstar next door.
What do you think is the question now for young women?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess it's different for everyone. I think it's been many different questions throughout my whole life. I think right now it's just what makes me happy, I think. That's what I'm trying to do in my art and in my life. I just, I'm really trying to come at all things from the angle of joy, you know what I mean? Like what I do for work is so wonderful and so fun, and I think if I'm not doing it all through the lens of joy and gratitude, then what's the point?
Amen to that. What a beautiful conversation.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Thank you to Diane and Olivia for that. And Daisy Chain Fields is on August 29th in Irvine, California. All right, coming up, former Bachelorette and Dancing with the Stars champ Hannah Brown is right here to talk about her new romance novel. Stick around, you're watching GMA3.
Oh, and back now with Hannah Brown, the former Bachelorette and Dancing with the Stars champ, now is a best-selling author, and she's here to talk about her latest book, Reasons to Be Loved by You. Welcome.
Congratulations. Thanks for having me.
This is amazing. Congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
I love the cover.
Thank you.
It's got a lot of summer vibes. So tell us, how did this come about? Where did this idea come from to sit down and write this book that's kind of based on your own personal life, right?
Yeah, a lot of my personal experiences inspired this novel. So my main character, Nikki Bennett, is a former pageant girl turned reality TV star, has a very public heartbreak, and needs a little reset after fame. So she goes back home to her small town in the South, and drama follows her because her younger brother also comes back for the summer, engaged to the other woman in the very public heartbreak. There is a lot of mess, but Nikki finds love in a very unexpected way, and it really is a happily ever after.
I love how she's smiling through it.
Yeah,
Because
she knows the answers. She knows the whole thing. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
You went through this heartbreak, so just kind of lay out the family dynamics for us. Your ex-fiancés, girlfriend, ex-girlfriend.
It can get a little complicated. So
married your brother. So tell us about that and what your brother said when you told him, hey, I'm going to write about this, by the way.
Yeah, it can kind of be hard. I feel like I need to be like an investigator with all the plot points out. But my sister-in-law was the other woman in my very public heartbreak. She, my brother married, my ex-fiance's ex. And it was definitely very weird at first.
So, I'm sorry.
This is all coming from...
Your brother married your ex
from the show The Bachelorette ex.
Oh, wow.
And I'm telling y'all, I am so thankful for how it all turned out. It was definitely weird at first, but I have the most amazing niece. They've been married for years now. They have such a sweet love story. And I always say, like, you know, it's very weird, but I told them about this and they were like very encouraging about it. Like, we know our story is stranger than fiction, so use it as some inspiration for a great story. And I did.
And as cliche as it sounds, everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So have you always been a big reader, a fan of romance novels? Did you always want to write?
I did always want to write. You know, being the Bachelorette, being on Dancing with the Stars, I couldn't have even dreamed of that happening for me. But I always dreamed of being a writer. Ever since I was little, was fascinated with Junie B. Jones and the American Girl dolls, and just really from there, those stories made me just fall in love with reading and try writing myself. And so it truly is a dream come true. And I am a sucker for a romance.
Wow.
I love a really comforting book. I was really inspired by Carly Fortune's books, how they're set at the lake. It's just a true comforting beach read, and I hope this is what Reasons to Be Loved by You is for others.
Amazing. Congratulations on all the success and your anniversary.
Thank you.
Yes, it's 1 year. Any lessons to be told, and how's married life?
You know, I think married life is awesome. I felt like my engaged season was really hard. There was so much pressure. Everyone's eyes were on us. But being married has been so sweet. We've been doing it all. We're renovating a house in our first year of marriage, so we're doing all the hard things the first year. But we're having a great time, and very thankful for him.
Dancing through life together and in real life too. Congrats.
Yes, thank you.
All right, well, Reasons to Be Loved by You is out today. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that was a great show. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, have a lovely day.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.